All right, Madam Chair.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the ninth meeting of the Baltimore County Administrative Charging Committee. It is February 2nd, 2024 at 12 noon. First thing is roll call. Start with myself, Joan Harris.
Sharon Connect.
Dawn Deshawn Fewer.
Christopher Stewie.
Tiffany Justice.
And we are all present today. First order of business is to approve the minutes from our last meeting of January 5, 2024. May I have a motion to approve the minutes, please?
Yes, motion to adopt the minutes. Be it so moved that the Baltimore County Administrative Charge Committee hereby adopts the January 5th, 2024 meeting minutes as presented.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimously moved that we have approved the minutes from the January 5, 2024 meeting. We have a pretty short agenda today. We'll be reviewing investigatory files in closed session, but the other piece will be just a brief update from Donnie with respect to the Police Accountability Board.
There were just two pieces of legislation this session that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. House Bill 188, which is titled Public Safety, Police Accountability, Time Limit for Filing Administrative Charges. I'll just read the brief description of each of these. For the purpose of requiring a law enforcement agency to file any administrative charges arising out of an investigation of alleged police officer misconduct that is not required to be reviewed by an administrative charging committee within a certain period of time after the incident that led to the investigation and generally relating to police accountability. The second is Senate Bill 7, titled Public Safety, Law Enforcement Agencies, Positive Community Feedback. For the purpose of adding positive community feedback to the list of records that are not considered personnel records for certain purposes, requiring the Maryland Police Training and Standards Commission to develop a process for citizens to submit certain feedback, requiring each law enforcement agency to adopt the Uniform Citizen Positive Community Feedback process, requiring a law enforcement agency to maintain a certain record that is subject to public inspection and generally relating to law enforcement agencies.
Okay.
And I have hard copies for anybody that wants to look over these.
On that note, I also, there's a couple other bills more on the topic that address the PAB and the ACC that are worth going over. One of them is House Bill 0188, which would make the timeline for internal administrative charges, so things that don't apply to the ACC, a year and a day from the date that that complaint is open, so making that the same. House Bill 0533 and corresponding Senate Bill 0621, which would grant the Police Accountability Board investigatory authority over complaints made by members of the public. So that's kind of would run parallel to an internal affairs investigation. That legislation introduced both the House and the Senate. The Senate Bill 0608, that's the parallel for the first bill that I mentioned for the timeline for internal charges. And then there are two other ones, Senate Bill 0607, which would allow, it's somewhat unclear from the language of the legislation, but it would allow the chief to issue summary punishment in cases where it is a minor offense and there is no dispute over the facts. It is not clear whether or not that applies to cases that would otherwise go to the ACC or cases that would not go to the ACC. The language of the bill, at least from my reading of it, is not, it's not specific. It says it does not apply in cases that fall under a certain category, but it's not super clear. And then Senate Bill 0606, which would grant a police officer the right to go to the circuit court and request a show cause order if he or she believes that their rights have been violated during the investigatory process. So there's a few bills that are out there that deal with the Police Accountability Boards and ACCs. I will keep folks updated as to what, if anything, comes out of that and how it would impact our work here.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, unless anybody else has something else, we will move into closed session so that we can review our investigatory case files. May I Have a motion, we're going to closed session.
Yes, motion to enter closed session. Be it so moved that the Baltimore County Administrative Charging Committee hereby meets in closed session to review investigatory files in compliance with section 3-3-28007F of the Baltimore County Code and COMAR 12.04.09.05D1.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And it is unanimously moved. At this time, we will go into closed session. We're back at 2:17 PM. We are back in open session, having concluded our business. The only other thing we're going to remind you of is that our next meeting is March the 1st, 2024 at 12 PM in this room and also via WebEx. In keeping with our past meetings, we usually meet on the first Friday of every month. So the next meeting, is everyone clear for May the 3rd? I mean, for the meeting after the next April?
Yeah.
Okay,
So if we have a motion to adopt the schedule being the first Friday of each month, I can get that added to the website, and make sure internal affairs knows that going forward.
I think that's what we've been doing, so
Been
let's
been
do that.
Yeah.
And then if we end up having a particular day that doesn't, if we're unable to do that, then we can deal with it at the time.
Yeah, if you just give me, if people can alert me, a month,
Sure.
by the prior preceding month, we can have a motion to
And I can have Lisa book it for every other month, so it'll be.
every Friday.
Every
Yeah,
Friday,
yeah,
first
Friday
Yes.
of each month. Yeah, that'd be great. That would also help observing the space. Fridays are usually available, but
And
Yeah.
Fridays usually steer clear of holidays too. So that won't be a conflict probably ever.
I think we should-
Right, so that
Yeah.
would be then the next meeting that we have is March the 1st. The meeting after that would be April the 5th. The meeting after that would be May the 3rd. So may I have a motion then to adopt that as our meeting schedule?
I presenting a motion that we meet at 12 PM on the first Friday of each month.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and that is unanimous. So that will be our schedule going forward unless we have cause to do otherwise, in which case we will let you all know 30 days in advance. Okay, any other business for today? No? Have a motion to adjourn, please?
Yes, motion to adjourn. Be it so moved that the Baltimore County Administrative Charging Committee hereby adjourns until March 1st, 2024 at 12 PM, at which time it shall meet in room 118 of the Baltimore County Historic Courthouse and by WebEx.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And it is carried. We are closed. Thank you.